This video is not intended for anyone 13 or younger. Hello viewers and welcome back to My Hero Academia Chapter Reactions. I'm your humble host Josh24214, and once again we are back to our normal weekly videos for who knows how long until Shonen Jump decides to take another break. And today we are tackling 281, and last time we had the bit of technically a finale for right now against the students of 1A versus 1B, up against Giga, with Red Riot officially putting the sleeping drug into Giga's mouth. And before we could see the result of that, we quickly cut back to Shigaraki versus Midoriya, Bakugo, and Endeavor, and hopefully try to finish off the fight between Shigaraki and our heroes. So we're going to continue where we left off with chapter 281, and a reminder to make sure that everybody keeps their hands washed and cleaned, and no parties. We want to keep that new cases count low. So let's dive into the chapter. Before we get started, make sure you hit that subscribe button. It only takes 2 simple clicks. Click, click. Enjoy the episode. So we continue where we left off. We continue with Shigaraki's conversation about how, from where he was leaving off to from the previous chapter, and we had a quick reminder of Shigaraki's father just about to hit young Shigaraki again, with Shigaraki continuing his talk saying, "You heroes hurt your own families just to help complete strangers," as we see Shigaraki slowly getting back up. As we quickly cut back to Lockdown, Manuel, and Aizawa trying to keep Aizawa's eyes open to make sure Shigaraki doesn't get his godlike power back. And we have Lockdown saying, "Let's find cover and keep that water flowing, Manuel," as Aizawa continues saying, "Finish him off quick." As we quickly cut to Gran Torino, as he starts talking, saying, "What's going on now?" As on the next page, we get our usual My Hero Academia title, by Kohei Horikoshi. We usually have Cabal Cook and lettering by John Hurt, and we get the title drop, which is strangely chapter number 281, which is, strangely enough, plus Ultra. As we see Shigaraki slowly trying to get up, huffing and puffing whatever remaining strength he has, while he continues his talk saying, "You heroes pretend to be society's guardians." As we quickly cut to Endeavor, Bakugo, and Midoriya, with Shigaraki talking, "For generations you pretend not to see those you couldn't protect, and swept their pain under the rug. It's tainted everything you built," referring to Shigaraki having no heroes ever came to help him after the whole family massacre. And we do see Endeavor huffing puffing as well, so Endeavor might be close to the end of his limit with his heat problem. As we quickly go back into, this is a reminder of Shigaraki's backstory, that nobody did help him, and we're getting a young Shigaraki with an old woman reminding in a flashback saying, "I'm sure the police or a hero or somebody can help you." As we quickly cut back to modern day, with Shigaraki saying, "That means your system's all rotten from the inside, with maggots crawling out," with Shigaraki still huffing and puffing, continuing saying, it all builds up, little by little, over time. Basically happening over and over and over again. And next page we got more of the civilians from the city evacuated, while Shigaraki continues his talk saying, You got you got common trash, all too dependent on being protected, and the brave guardians who created the trash that needs coddling. It's a corrupt, vicious cycle. And Shigaraki continues more, saying, Everything I've witnessed, the whole system you've built has always rejected me. Now I'm ready to reject it. That's why I destroy. That's why I took this power for myself. Simple enough, yeah? With Midoriya seeing all this as well. And on the next page, we get Shigaraki more talking again, finishing up his speech, saying, I don't care if you don't understand. That's what makes us heroes and villains. On a nice full page spread. And we get another awesome shot of Endeavor just using another fire blast again to burn Shigaraki. As Endeavor starts talking again, saying, Thanks for the breather. And since you're on death's door and all, prepare to... But he's rudely interrupted with Shigaraki just basically dodging Endeavor's flame attack and goes up into the air. And on the next page with Shigaraki's artwork looking like he doesn't care anymore and he's going to try and kill Endeavor. And we get into Endeavor's inner monologue saying, How is he still moving? But it's rudely interrupted by Gran Torino just being goddamn awesome, grabbing Shigaraki by the head and hitting his back and drag his face through the dirt, with Gran Torino going into his inner monologue saying, Todoroki's packing less fire now. Could it be blowback from all those fancy attacks? Yeah, that heat regulation problem's kicking in again. But as quickly as that happens, Shigaraki gets back up again, and Gran Torino easily just goes up into the air with Gran Torino saying, This one's also seen better days. He's pushing past his limits to keep fighting, but but his inner monologue is rudely interrupted with Shigaraki grabbing basically the boot of Gran Torino, and oh my god! And Shigaraki just basically crushes the boot and also getting into Gran Torino's leg and basically crushing it with a crunch. And next page we see Endeavor, Bakugo, Midoriya, and Aizawa freaking out about this, and they're doing their attacks basically to attack Shigaraki and try to help Gran Torino, with Midoriya saying, Gran Torino! And we see after Shigaraki crushes Gran Torino's leg, he just slams him into the ground with his hand and just slams him down Hulk style. And we have Gran Torino saying, What a face. Shimura. As we quickly get into a flashback, into Gran Torino's flashback on the day Nana gave away her son, to the orphanage. And we have the Nana's son crying as we see a young Gran Torino, and we get into a conversation with Nana and Gran Torino, with Nana saying, I tinkered with the family record. I tinkered with the family records to keep him off the trail, implying with the whole all for one. Basically, it's implied, because if if he were to learn of Kotaro, he'd be sure to exploit our connection. And it's still All for One still does it anyway with Shigaraki, so it was basically pointless. As the conversation on the next page continues with Nana's continuing saying, and so, I have no son. I never did. As we have Gran Torino. No, that's Nana still talking, saying, Shokura Sora Sorakiro. Sorakiro, and I guess that's Gran Torino's real name, saying, I have no son. As we get a reminder of Shigaraki's words from the beginning of the chapter saying, you heroes hurt your own families just to help complete strangers. As we see Gran Torino grabbing onto Nana's cape, and we get a bit of a reminder of Nana's son is going to the orphanage. As we get more of Shigaraki's dialogue saying, Dad told me that. As Gran Torino is going out of this flashback, and we have Gran Torino's inner monologue saying, Shimura, the decision we made, was it? As we cut to a continuing of the page, we cut back to that moment, and we get a sweet, tender moment with Nana and Gran Torino, with Nana crying that she just lost her son, as she had to give up her son to make sure he was safe from All for One. And Gran Torino is just comforting her with her pain, and he's just hugging it out. It makes it sound implied that he actually liked Nana before she died. But I don't think that the manga never brings that up. Did he actually like her? But oh god, and the next and as we see, oh my god, on the next page, on the next panel, after that sweet tender moment, we get Shigaraki committing another heinous act, with Shigaraki basically killing off Gran Torino. Reverse flash death with the hand going through his chest.
Forgive me, but to me you've been dead for centuries.
Basically killing him while Gran Torino's on the ground. And god damn it, Gran Torino's dead. God, fuck, and he died reverse flash style. And on the next page, we see Midoriya freaking out about this as he screams, ah! As he just goes freaking nuts and just goes towards Shigaraki and just about to having the face of like, you killed him, you bastard! As Shigaraki just only says to himself, power, as he goes into the pocket of his pants and basically, remember what was in those pockets? It was the quirk erasing bullets. As we see Endeavor saying, stay back, Deku. But Deku's not going to listen. And before Midoriya can even hit Shigaraki Vengeance Fuel, Shigaraki just dodges it out of the way. And we have Bakugo and Midoriya's inner monologue saying, he's somehow even faster now. As we get a reminder of Aizawa, Lockdown, and Manuel trying to hide from Shigaraki, But on the next page, Shigaraki is basically countered by Dragon Lady, who's actually Rikuyu, and she does tank the pain, but Shigaraki just basically punches through the hand of Dragon Lady, Rikyu, as Dragon Lady's getting dragged along by Shigaraki's pure brute strength, as Shigaraki in his head saying, I'm running out of steam. So he's very weak at this point. But now Midoriya interrupts Shigaraki, and Midoriya's just saying, Shigaraki! While binding him up in Black Whip. And Midoriya looks freaking pissed at Shigaraki, just basically pissed about Gran Torino, Midoriya's second master, basically dead at this point, with Midoriya basically saying, I will never forgive you. And Shigaraki just answers with that reply saying, and I won't forget, and I won't forgive anyone. And basically Shigaraki just elbows Midoriya in the stomach, bringing up blood, and with Midoriya's inner monologue saying, turn that rage into strength. As Midoriya just keeps binding Shigaraki tighter and tighter, with Midoriya saying, bind him, Black Whip, as we see Bakugo going towards Shigaraki, and Midoriya with him saying, hold him right there, Deku. And we have Endeavor getting ready for a super punch to finish off this fight, with Endeavor saying, one more good hit. With all I got, one more should be enough. As we see getting closer to Shigaraki's pocket where the bullet, Quirk Racing bullet is, with him saying, with Shigaraki saying, give it all I've got. As he sneaks through the hand of Dragon Lady, we do see his hand. And we get a bit of a close-up, and oh god, he's got a Quirk Racing bullet just ready to go, with him firing one. And Shigaraki in his head saying, those fools still don't know that I've got this. And he's about to aim the Quirk Racing bullet at Aizawa. And we get, for the last panel of the page, we have a bit of a flashback to Eri in her Santa Claus outfit, as we have to end the chapter with chapter end of 281. And that's the end of chapter 281, and it seems that things are going to go from bad to worse, with Shigaraki basically about to fire his Quirk Racing bullet at Aizawa, and we have Gran Torino dying. So yeah, that sucks. So things are going to go from bad to worse, and luckily we only have to wait until next week to find out, does Aizawa manage to dodge the Quirk Racing bullet, or if Aizawa gets hit, the heroes are basically screwed, and Midoriya's right there for Shigaraki to be able to take one for all right there, unless somebody does something ballsy to protect Aizawa, then our heroes are basically screwed. So we'll just have to wait until chapter 282 this Sunday. So until then, have a good day, everybody, and I will see you on the very next episode of My Hero Academia Chapter Reaction. And have a good day. So bye for now.